Hello and welcome to Perry Pencil. To all newcomers, subscribe now and be alerted whenever I upload a new video.
What's going on, everybody? Perry Pencil back for another video. For this video, I will be concentrating on the back. For most artists, you like to concentrate perhaps on the front. The front is great, but the back is equally as important as the front. And today I'm going to show you how to do that in today's tutorial. The reason why the back is so important because it's often overlooked and a lot of corners are cut in regards to drawing backs. People are not favorable to drawing backs when it comes to being artists or illustrators because the back has a lot of different components to it that kind of looks a little wonky or a little weird. But I'm going to take care of all of that today for you. So get your pencils, get your erasers, come along with Perry Pencil, and let's concentrate on drawing the back. Okay, let's go ahead on and get our pencils out. And let's start drawing the back. First thing you want to do is you want to establish a rectangle. This shape right here is going to help with pretty much putting the torso within that shape. Notice I put a line down on either side and kind of have the rectangle shape in the middle of the page here. For those of you who are starting out, take your time. Notice I'm going around in a shape that fits within the paper itself. I'm going to go ahead and divide this in half. Right after you divide that in half, drop an oval shape near the top. And this is for the purpose of the neck. Once you've done that, drop a line right under that oval. After that, you're going to go ahead on and put an arc that's going to touch the outside of the left side of that rectangle shape. Now notate, I'm going to rotate the page, so that when you do the right side of it, your wrist doesn't feel awkward. This is a practice that I recommend. Rotating the paper makes your ovals much better. Now overall, the torso shape is done. Now we will go ahead on and drop oval shapes on the outside of the rectangle. These oval shapes represents the shoulders, the arm part of the shoulder. You're going to see that later on why that's important. I'm going to start again with the neck. Go to the very top of the page. Start working your way down to that oval shape that we put on the left. Repeat that process for the right. And one thing I want you to concentrate on for those who are artists and that are really trying to learn to just draw freehand is don't get so caught up on being perfect. The more natural your drawings look, the better. Now we have the shoulders in. What you want to do is go on the interior line of the 7th cervical, right over the oval shape where the neck is, where that neck oval shape is. You want to drop these two muscles are the sternomastoids in the back of the head. Go ahead and then drop down and put the opposite shape. This shape is going to create a diamond shape. Now notice I have my right hand kind of over that, and I'm going to arc that around to get that other muscle shape that comes under the top of the shoulder. Repeat the same thing on the right side. Now we're still working off the center line. I'm gonna put here some little really light dimples, right? Let's move this over. Kind of like dimples in the cheek on the face. So these marks right here are where the center of the back and the outside muscles that are in the center meet. Now on the left side, I'm going to go ahead on and have arcs that kind of meet in the middle of the dividing line between, or in the center rather. Continue to work from left to right so that you can have an even look with the muscles. Right here in this portion I'm working on, you're going to have what looks like a repeated diamond shape. So it's almost a double diamond shape. You're going to work that on down to about the middle of the back. Overall, the center top section is pretty much done. Now notice I'm curving the outside and closing it up at the bottom. Not completely, because one thing I do want to mention here, you don't want to close the bottom portion and complete that line. It looks more natural when you break it. Now we're on the oval shapes on the shoulder of the arm. Notice I have these two arcs right underneath that side. That's the outer side. If you notice the lines I have for the outside of the rectangle, we're going to use that to work on the wingspan. So put arcs on both sides. Now drop a line or a curve that goes right above that over into the center of the back. Repeat the same process on the opposite side or the right side. Now, I went on ahead and made some adjustments. I'm going to close the top of the neck off because this is a torso drawing, just to remind you that we're only focusing on the back itself. So what you're doing here, along with me, is cutting off the top of the head here, almost like a mannequin that doesn't have a head and arms in the lower half of the body. Close the right side here. And for those watching, you don't have to exactly go the same speed that I'm going. Let's close this up. Another thing I want to mention while we work on this tutorial is, as artists, you have to solve the problem. So when working on things like muscles and figure drawing, you want to clean up as you go along. It just takes a lot less time when you're done. You don't have to work the entire thing from beginning to end. You want to do it as you're going along. All right, so we're going to repeat what I was talking about before with the wingspan. Bring that from the outside, right and left. Continue to clean up as we go along. I definitely recommend having a kneaded eraser. Is just better. Now I'm going to drop a shadow in under the right shoulder. What these kind of indicate is a roundness to the muscle on the back of the arm. Go ahead and repeat the same thing on the left side, the underside of that muscle there, so that it kind of gives a little bit of a roundness to the form of that muscle. We'll have that other indentation that comes around. Now we're working on the wingspan, the reverse wingspan of the back, which is two curved lines underneath that muscle we worked on earlier. Bring that line down. Working on the chords. These are the lower lumbar lines that you just saw me touched up in the center. Those three lines are the lower lumbar region of the back. Now we'll go ahead on and drop an oval shape at the bottom here. What this is going to indicate, what I talked about a little earlier, where you're closing the bottom portion of the back off. We're not working on, you know, him wearing pants. We're not working on any of that. So go ahead on and do that oval. What that's going to do is look like a floating kind of a 3D model. That's kind of what I'm going for here. And what this does is isolate, and this is just for practice. Anyway, this is not a complete figure, as you know or have noticed. So we're closing the bottom portion off here. Now we're going to come up and we're going to work on the right arm. This particular part would have been the tricep. Notice I closed that off in an oval. We're going to come on over here to the left side of the arm and repeat the same process. Close that portion off just like I did with the right side. Drop that oval shape in there. Bring that tricep muscle slightly onto the side there and close it off. Darken this here so you can see it. Got a few touches here, and this is going to wrap the drawing up. Few cleaning touches here. You always got to try and clean the drawing as much as I can emphasize that enough. Going ahead and add some nice dark lines to the outside or contour of the figure. Had a lot of fun with this one, guys. I hope y'all had fun as well. Thanks for stopping by and drawing with Perry Pencil today. In the comment section, please let me know what your thoughts were in regards to drawing the back. I know it's a hassle. I know it's a pain in the butt. I know it has a lot of components to it, and it's not as favorable as drawing the front. The front is a lot more popular to draw and easy to learn, 6-packs and all. So just let me know in the comment section what your thoughts were on this tutorial, if it was helpful at all, and if you really got out of it what you needed. I appreciate y'all stopping by and drawing along with Perry Pencil today. And until next time, take care.
Hey, do me a favor. Give this video a like and subscribe if you want to live.